Aska, the energetic and strong mother. Yamato, the younger brother who's always in his own little world. Follow us as we karate kick all your daily frustrations away. Asas Revenge.
I'm Asuka. I'm a working housewife in my 30s with no children yet. But after discussing with my husband Ryota, we decided to get married while we could still work. Bought a secondhand condo at the same time, and now it's been a few years living here since. Although it's used, the location and space is perfect, and most importantly, it's stylishly built, so I really like it, but...
If we keep going like this, I think the mortgage will be finished in 2 or 3 years' time.
I know, right? It was worth working really hard with 2 horsepower, and we were talking about having a baby soon since we were on track to pay off the loan. Until one day... Oh, a call from mother-in-law. That's unusual. Yes, hello. I had just finished work and was busy cooking dinner when my mother-in-law called, and when I answered... Asuka, long time no speak. I heard from Ryota that the condo loan is nearly repaid. Yes, it's been a while. Well, although I think it will be next year or the year after that. Alright then, we'll live in it for you, so trade it with our family home. Huh? We have a garden and a very big land, so it's a great deal. You're going to be having kids soon too, right? After all, raising small children in a house with a garden is the best way. But wait a minute, where is this coming from? You know, Kotami has gone off to be a bride, right? And being alone with father in a big house is, you know. That, and this is... Apartments are best for old people, and single detached homes with a garden are best for little kids. Alright, that's what's happening, so thanks. Hang on! I was given a ridiculous one-sided offer and then the phone cut off. Not long after that, I told my husband about it when he came home.
What is that? I haven't heard anything.
I was told out of the blue too, so I don't know. My husband was so surprised that he called my mother-in-law right away, but... What's wrong with that? It's a perfectly timed offer.
Don't be so ridiculous! We've been paying the mortgage, why should we have to live in a shabby home now?
Like I said, 2 people living in an old age is better in an apartment with the space and the land. If you're going to be having kids, you might as well have a detached house.
Don't be stupid! We're the ones that paid the loan!
It's the right size, and the loan is a small price to pay for showing parental piety. My mother-in-law slammed the phone down on my husband, and he called her back several times, but we couldn't catch her that day. By the way, my in-laws live in a neighboring city about an hour's drive from us. It's also conveniently located near the terminal station. However, from the station closest to our condo, we have to transfer trains, so in the end, it's faster to drive there by car. I heard that a new train line is being laid now, and when it opens, it will be possible to get there with only 1 train. But even after that, my mother-in-law wouldn't give up. Like I said, it's going to be so convenient for you. I don't know about that. A spacious house with a garden conveniently close to the train station, doesn't that sound great? That doesn't matter. I'm telling you that we're going to get that condo. We refuse! Although I receive these phone calls every day, I ignored any contact from Ryota. I got so frustrated that we discussed as a couple that we refused to receive any incoming calls. Yes, coming. What? Long time no see, Asuka. I brought a little something to share. Huh? Just like I thought, this apartment is great. Perfect for elderly people. Go on, hurry up and decide. Huh? Oh, Asuka, you have a visitor at the reception desk. For me? I wonder who. I don't have an appointment scheduled. Yeah! Asuka, hello. It's just turned lunchtime, right? Let's go together. I don't know any shops in this office town, so... She comes not only to our home, but also to my office. Indeed, Right after we bought the condo, my mother-in-law came to visit and said, "It's so lovely," whilst checking out all the rooms, so I thought she must really like it here. Hey, Asuka, have you thought about it? No, I told you. If you only understood, Asuka, it would all be solved quicker. But... Oh, you're so young, Asuka, but you're so hard-headed. She even used my father-in-law's phone to call me when she had the chance, and I totally became overwhelmed. One day, my husband, who could not bear to see me exhausted, decided to go to my parents' house to talk to them. But when he came back, he said to me,
I've decided to trade the condo for the family home.
"What?" Everything turned black before my eyes. Hang on a minute. How has it come to this? Didn't you go to warn them?
Asuka, you must be really tired these days, right?
Oh, I am tired, but that and this has nothing to do with it.
I'll explain properly later. It's going to be okay. I won't make it worse.
But...
I'll find a way to negotiate somehow, so don't worry.
When I tried to argue with him, he just kept repeating, "It's going to be okay." I had lost all my energy and was barely able to go to work every day. But in the meantime, my husband was calmly going through the procedures to exchange the condo for the parents' house and preparing to move out. I'm sure there were discussions about the sale and transfer of land in the buildings, which suddenly included a professional third party, but I wasn't involved in those discussions, and my husband was in charge of everything. All I did was go to the city hall to file a few forms, which my husband asked me to do. Why did it come to this? Sometimes I felt like crying, but if my husband had made the decision, I had no choice. Normally, I would have fought back strongly, but my mother-in-law's relentless attacks seemed to have made me more depressed than I thought, and I was like an emotionless robot that just did as it was told. And so, before I knew it, the in-laws' house and our condo were exchanged in no time, and my in-laws moved into our fancy condo, whilst we moved into a shabby in-laws family house.
Right then, let's go.
Okay. But no, instead, we moved to a newer condo near my husband's work. Wow, it's so nice!
It's not even 3 years old, and the guy who lived here before was a businessman with a hard job who hardly came home and got transferred out apparently.
You're right, the bathroom and toilet are as good as new.
The previous condo was convenient too, but this one is not only the station, but also walking distance to supermarkets and drugstores, so I think it's more convenient here.
Yeah, but are you really okay with this? Mother-in-law doesn't know about this.
My father and I explained it to her many times, but it was her who didn't want to listen. And he promised me that from now on, he would be responsible for keeping my mom in line. So, it's alright.
I see, but I never thought we'd find such a good deal. The reason my husband agreed to trade our condo for the in-laws' house and moving into a rental condo instead of the in-laws' house was because...
Ryota, like your mother said, let's trade this place for your condo. What? Why? Actually, there is someone who wants to buy this land. They are planning to build a new condo. What do you mean?
The area around the in-laws' family house is undergoing a rush of development, with a new train station being built and a number of complexes being constructed.
Our house itself is old, but we have a large plot of land that could sell for a good price. Even if you don't sell it, you can build a condo or a building for yourselves and can expect to earn rental income. But, I mean, if there is such a delicious deal, why don't you guys do it? Regarding that, I've explained it to your mother 1,000,000 times. Several major developers came and talked with us, but that woman... I want to live in a stylish condo. Talk about that another time, is what she said, and wouldn't listen. Oh, I can visualize that. So, I figured I was gonna do what she wishes. But then you'll both be at a loss quite a bit. Well, actually, we've been helping Kotomi with her college expenses, as well as her wedding, and now her new house. But you've taken care of everything yourself, and this is all we can leave for our son.
We're getting old, so living in a condo is just right for us. After being told that, he decided to exchange.
Kotomi heard about it from father and she's convinced. If something should happen to us, he promised me in writing, so there shouldn't be a problem.
I see. Seems like you were working on all this while I was in a daze. Thank you.
Oh, no, because of my mom, you were put in such a bad state. I'm really sorry.
I'm all right now. My husband then talked to several vendors and signed a contract with one that had the best terms. A 15-story condo is going to be built on the land where my parents-in-law's house used to be, and we're planning to move there as landowners as soon as it's completed. In addition to the room we will live in, there will also be a one-bedroom place that will be ours, and we plan to rent that room.
The loan on the previous condo, with the rental income, we'll be able to pay it off soon.
I'm so grateful that we'll have a stable income outside of work once we start trying to have a baby. And by the way, with my in-laws who moved into their secondhand condo... Condos are really wonderful, aren't they? The bath and toilet are so clean, it's so easy to tidy up.
That's true.
Although my mother-in-law was cheerful by the fact that she got her way after living there for a while... As I thought. Secondhand is secondhand, isn't it? It's stylish, but the exterior is old-fashioned. We should at least renovate the rooms.
We don't have that money.
I don't know if she just got bored or what, but she started to make little complaints. And finally, a condo was finally completed on my in-laws' family's house land, and we moved in. We had talked about inviting my parents-in-laws again when the time was right, but recently my mother-in-law finally learned the truth, or at least realized it. Wait, there's a new condo where our house used to be? What do you mean?
I told you many times.
What are you talking about? I haven't heard anything. So you're telling me that Ryota and Asuka are now living in this new condo? What is that? That's unfair. How awful of them.
That's enough now. I've told you so many times, and I've had contractors come and talk with me many times, but you were the one who didn't listen to me.
But...
Ryota and I explained it to you as well, but all you said was, I want a stylish condo.
That's 'cause...
Oh, don't tell me now you want to trade again, or ask for the house back. Oh, how embarrassing.
She's still in touch with her former neighbors who are envious of her current situation, but the father-in-law's serious anger ruined things, and she sometimes calls her daughter, who has moved far away, to complain about it. Father and Ryota. No, I was being tricked by Asuka. No, I heard what happened from father and brother too. You just didn't listen, Mom, like you usually do. Saying you've been cheated is so disgraceful. Well, I didn't know that. You're old enough to know that I didn't know, so therefore it's not my fault. Doesn't cut it. I mean, Mom, I heard that you were so persistent that it made Asuka depressed. That's not really relevant right now. How would you feel if I was doing that to my husband's parents? Is that what you'd do as a person's parent? Ugh. My sister-in-law, who knew everything that was going on, had been giving her a hard time about it, and I heard that she's a lot more behaved recently.
Mom says all those things, but I love the apartment. And I don't know whether it's because you guys have been so good, but I've been able to get along with all the residents, so I'm really grateful. I'm glad to hear that. We'll invite you both over once we settle in a little bit more. Mom might start saying this and that again, so maybe in a year or so.
My father-in-law laughed at that, but said, "You're bored, that's why you think about nonsense things," and got mother-in-law more involved, so she started going to a nearby sports club. She's planning to participate in a citizens marathon in the near future.
My mom, she started to lose some weight and is quite hooked apparently. I hear she's doing early morning runs with a few neighbors she's become friends with. Eventually, she's not gonna be interested in coming to see our condo, I don't think.
I'm glad to hear that mother-in-law and father-in-law are enjoying living there. When I was exhausted from being forced to trade my condo for a shabby house, all I could do was wonder what would happen next, but I'm truly glad that it turned out well for the both of us in the end.
Thank you for watching all the way till the end. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. See you next time!